Hello, you beautiful soul. My name is Pharaoh. In these videos, I talk about how to create health and wellness for yourself. And in this video, I wanted to talk about how to create wealth for yourself while working a 9 to 5. For this first part of the video, I wanted to focus on the mindset. Most people only focus on increasing their paycheck. Wealth comes from assets that make you money while you sleep. Your 9 to 5 isn't the enemy, it's the tool that funds those assets. What I mean when I say this is that most people spend their entire lives trying to chase a bigger paycheck, but they never stop to think if a bigger paycheck really makes them wealthier. A raise doesn't automatically mean you're rich. A raise is really nice, but if you start spending more money, then nothing really changes. A lot of people make more money than they did 5 years ago, but still live paycheck to paycheck because of this exact reason. More income only helps if you keep and invest some of it. Now let's talk about income versus wealth. Income is the money you make or earn, while wealth is what you own. Someone making $60,000 a year who consistently invests can definitely end up wealthier than someone making, say, even $120,000 who spends everything. Someone making double the income. A Roth IRA is a retirement investment account that lets your money grow tax-free. The money you put into it has already been taxed through your paycheck, but if you follow the rules, you won't pay taxes on your investment gains when you withdraw the money in retirement. Think of it like a special box. The Roth IRA isn't the investment itself, it's the account that holds your investments while giving you the tax advantages. So basically, if you just keep your money in there and you don't touch it until the correct age, then you won't pay taxes on any of the money because you've already paid taxes on it. Now, the biggest advantage isn't how much money you start with, it's how early you start. Compound growth means your money earns returns, and then those returns start earning returns too. Over the decades, that snowballs. For example, if you start investing $200 a month at the age of 20, someone else starts at the age of 30 and invests the same amount. Even if both earn similar investment returns, the person who started at 20 could end up with significantly more money because they had an extra decade for their investments to compound. The main takeaway isn't the exact numbers or the money, it's that time is one of the most powerful factors in investing. Start as early as you can, as soon as you can. Time is the most powerful factor. Now, one of the main big questions is, what do you invest in? This is where many beginners get confused. Opening a Roth IRA is only the first step. If you leave the money sitting in as cash inside the account, it usually won't grow much. You need to choose investments. A common beginner approach is investing in a broad index fund, like one that tracks the S&P 500 or the total US stock market. Personally, I bought Fidelity's FSKAX Total Index Fund. Instead of trying to pick the next big stock, you're investing in hundreds of big companies at once. Basically, these investments can go up and down in value, especially in the short term. For example, the other day I put $15 into FSKAX and it was down 0.3 cents the next day. It doesn't really matter, but it's just so you know and understand the risks and make decisions that fit your own situation. By no means a financial coach or teacher or anything, but I'm just here to educate you guys a little bit and help you guys on your journey to hopefully opening that first thing or helping you continue on your journey in investing. I personally watched hours of YouTube videos and educated myself a lot before I made any decisions with real money. A Roth IRA isn't by any means a get-rich-quick strategy. It's a get-rich-slow strategy. If you're patient, keep contributing consistently, and give your investments time to grow, you're giving yourself a much better chance of building wealth over the long run. That's how you make your money work for you. Now let's talk about another asset you can build. Content or business, like a YouTube channel on like investing money, and this is investing your time, and over the long run it can create another source of income. For the next part, I'm going to be talking about building a skill-based income stream. YouTube, for example, it's a long game, man. You probably won't make money for months, maybe even a year or two. It all depends on how much effort and consistency you put into it. But every time you post a video, you get better. You get better at it. You get better at every single part of the video, man. You just got to spend a little bit of time. You can spend an hour a day working on what you want. You can get there in no time. Someone who spends 8 hours a day grinding YouTube will burn out in 2 weeks. Believe me, I've been there. And they'll quit. But if you make small, consistent efforts, you can be ahead of most people. One successful account or channel can pay you for years from videos you already made. The first year isn't about making money, it's about improving your skills and making your videos good enough to make said income. This means that you should be making videos that you're passionate about, or making videos about things that you're passionate about, and actually doing it if you love it. This game is only going to work out in the end if you truly have a passion for it, and if you truly want to do that. But if you do, then you can do it, man. Just a small, consistent effort for a little while will put you ahead of most people. because if you don't do something that you're passionate about, you're gonna burn out. I used to make videos about like UFC clips. I like UFC and stuff, but I would make it with like AI, and I would just post it to try to get famous instantly and do it for the money. You got to do it because you're passionate about it. You got to do it because you love it, not just for the money, or else it's not going to work out, man. You got to do it. You got to do the videos because you like making videos. All right, I could say the same thing a million times, but I'm sure you guys heard me now. If you're just here for the money, man, you're in the wrong place. I'm sorry to tell you that. You gotta have a little bit of passion for what you're doing here, or at least have passion for what you're doing the videos about, you know what I mean? Come on. For this next point, I'm going to be talking about investing in yourself. The biggest investment you can make is in yourself, because no one can take those skills away from you. Stocks can go down, businesses can fail, but the skills you develop stay with you and help you earn more throughout your career. So say you start as a sales rep for a few months, then learn it's not for you. You now have better communication and sales skills and experience that will stick with you even though you don't work there anymore. Learn high income skills that increase your value, such as sales, communication, video editing, public speaking, marketing, copywriting, AI tools, coding, or other technical skills. You don't need to learn or even master all of them, but even one or two can open you up to a lot more opportunities. Invest your time before your money. A lot of people think they need thousands of dollars to start building wealth, but sometimes what you really need is a few hours a week to learn something new. Read books, watch educational videos, practice what you do consistently. If you can start dedicating a few hours a week to building yourself, you will start to notice a snowball effect from little efforts, and it will influence you to want to do more naturally. Build something that lasts. YouTube, for example, every single video I make teaches me something. How to speak better, edit better, tell better stories, and connect with people. Even if a video doesn't do well, I'm still improving. The goal isn't more money, it's becoming more skilled over time. Sure, you might say the point of developing these skills is to make money. You wouldn't be wrong. The point is to build a skill that can continually be improved on and used to make said money. But this also has to be something you enjoy doing and growing with. Be willing to delay gratification. Skip a few hours of the mindless scrolling. Spend time learning or creating. Small improvements each day can add up over months and years. For example, you might think that you're going to miss out on something, or that you're just bored without scrolling and a few hours won't hurt. But what you don't realize is how much that hurts you until you spend an uninterrupted 60 minutes with no stimulation other than what you're working on, and realize how much work you can truly get done in that time. And realize that you spent your time doing nothing, something that has no value to you. Think long term. Don't ask how much money can I make today or this week. Ask who can I become in 5 years? How much money can I make in 5 years? Money follows value. The more value you can create for other people, the more you'll have to earn. That's why investing in yourself is one of the few investments that can improve every part of your life. Ask how can I solve people's issues or create value in something for people. Live below your means. Avoid lifestyle inflation like mentioned in the first part of the video. If you start making more but also start spending more, you are not any more wealthier. Every raise shouldn't become a bigger car payment. The gap between what you earn and what you spend is what you invest. Buy assets, not liabilities. Example of assets are the Roth IRA, index funds, YouTube channel, small business, digital products, dividend-paying investments. Most people aren't broke because they don't make enough money. They're broke because they never give their money enough time to grow. Building wealth isn't one big decision. It's hundreds of small, constant decisions over years. One last point is to not think of YouTube as easy passive income. Think about it as building a digital asset. It takes a lot of work up front, and there's no guarantee of success, but a successful channel can continue earning from videos long after they're published. Basically, I want to start making videos like these that are more based on research and facts than just coming straight out of my mind. Thank you so much for watching. I love you so much for taking your time out of your day to watch this YouTube video. I hope you learned something. I hope you can continue to grow from my videos. That's what I'm here for. I love you. Have a beautiful day. One last thing I wanted to mention was if you guys are interested in the TikTok, it's just the YouTube name here, Pharaoh's Journey. Paste that in the TikTok and you should find a bunch of different content on there. I try to post daily on there and every 1 to 3 days on here. But yeah, this will be at the end of the video. I love you. Peace out.